It was one of the darkest moments in Indiana history. 90 years ago today, two trains crashed just south of Fort Wayne, causing the worst interurban accident ever.
That disaster near Kingsland, Indiana, took the lives of more than 40 people. They were all on their way to the Allen County Fair in Fort Wayne. NBC 33's Mark Evans has more.
For the first half of the 20th century, many commuters depended on streetcars and interurban railways to reach their destination. Streetcars, also known as trolleys, were designed for inter-city use. The larger and faster interurbans provided transportation from town to town and were known to exceed speeds of 80 miles an hour. This is actual film footage taken from aboard an interurban in Fort Wayne on its way to Bluffton in 1940, toward the end of the interurban era. But 30 years earlier, during the heyday of the electric railway, tragedy met head-on for two interurbans, one of which was empty. The other was at full capacity. Both interurbans, reaching speeds between 45 and 60 miles an hour, created a crash that was heard up to 3 miles away. 41 passengers lost their lives just after 12 noon, September 21st, 1910. Historian Charles Willer escorted me to the accident site, just 18 miles south of Fort Wayne.
And way down over my shoulder where the power line curves is the deadly curve where the two interurban cars in 1910 could not see each other because of the trees and crashed head-on. And almost everyone died in the northbound car. There were so many people who wanted to go to the fair in Fort Wayne, there was another car northbound following, just a little ways behind. And even though the conductor on the northbound car was injured, he was able to go back down the track and stop the other car from crashing into the wreck that was already there on the curve. But the motorman of the northbound car jumped at the last second, was found unconscious by a farmer's wife the next morning. This was absolutely the worst accident in the history of electric railways anywhere. So the Indiana Railroad Commission says, you will put in block signals. These are kind of the traffic signals that the trolleys use on their railways to make sure that this could not happen again. At the time of the accident, this was the Fort Wayne and Wabash Valley Traction Railway. The circle with the swastika actually had the names of all the towns served by the Fort Wayne and Wabash Valley Traction Company. The swastika going in that direction was an Indian good luck symbol.
If only the good luck symbol worked, as the accident brought even more bad luck to the interurban company.
The damage claims from the deaths were so high it bankrupted the company, and it was reorganized as the Fort Wayne and Northern Indiana Traction Company. So basically it put that corporation out of business.
Even though the tracks have disappeared, the power lines remain, reminding us of history's worst interurban accident 90 years ago. I'm Mark Evans.